Come today is too much yesterday. You can't stop me. Who are you? You can't stop me. I'm ready to die for freedom. We must fight for equality, justice, and freedom. These are God-given rights, and we must get them. We are demanding for them. We are not begging.
Yo, hi everyone. This is Elijah Gishoro, the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, subscribe and press that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Now, a protester by the name Julius Kamau was dramatically arrested at Nairobi CBD during the protests on Wednesday. And this caught the attention of the nation because the protester actually tied himself on a pole.
The government is there to serve the people, not to oppress them, not to kill them, not to beat them, not to intimidate them, not to make them live in fear. No, the government should be there to serve the people. That's what I'm saying. What these people should do is that they should resign. Let them resign. This is the time we must speak with one voice. We are people of Kenya. I know it's hard. I know people will not come around this, but it's time for us to change our mindset. I believe that the time has come for Africa. Africa has suffered for so long. We have suffered for so long. Our people are dying. Our generation is dying. Where are my people? I'm not afraid. I'm not fearing any man. I'm not worried about anything. I just want to do God's will. And yes, He has taken me over to the mountaintop, and He has surrounded me through cover. And I have seen the promised land, and I'm certain that we, as a people, will get to the promised land. I am ready to die for the truth. I am ready to die for what is true and right. I am ready to die for justice, because justice is indivisible. Injustice anywhere is a great sinner kifunguo, sinner kifunguo. Dangerous in what way? People are suffering, people are dying. How are you addressing this? How is the government addressing this? People are dying. Watu wanakufa kwa sababu the government has become so inefficient. Kwa nini tukue hivi? Who bewitched Africa? Who bewitched this nation? Ni nani alituroga? Ati viongozi wetu wao wanakaa msarehe huko, watu wanaumia, watu wanakufa. This issue has never been addressed in this country for 60 years. We must stop being afraid. My people, fear destroys lives. Fear ina to destroy. Uoga ina to destroy. Uoga ndio imetuweka watumwa katika nchi yetu. Uoga na ukabila ndio imetuweka sisi watumwa. Tunalala nje kwa sababu hatuna makao. Tunakufa njaa, hatuna chakula. Tumechoka na hatuwezi goja tena. Ninaita watu, and I'm telling the people of Kenya, whoever cares to listen, that the only way out for this country is a revolution of the mind, a revolution of ideas, a revolution of values. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at, to question the fairness and justice of many of our past and present policies. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at history at the glaring contrast between wealth and poverty, and we shall say with a righteous anger that this is not right, and it is not right at all. That 60 years, my people, of the so-called independence, majority of our people are left to languish in our own island of poverty, in the midst of a sea of material affluence and prosperity. 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people are still harangued by a corroding sense of fear and an nagging sense of nobodiness. Almost 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people are addressed, homeless, and we are getting hopeless every day. Many are jobless. Now it's time to free this country from neo-colonialism. Nothing changed in 1963. The only thing that changed is the color of the skin, but you are still slaves. Africa has never been free. Africa has never ruled herself. The black man has never been in control of anything. The Africa of today is too mercilessly and cruelly exploited by foreign powers and the BS of our leaders. Our leaders and their partners and soldiers of the West, they do not slap the world. Yeah, sit down. Hiyo ni toka. Africa of 2023. Africa ya 2023. Hiyo ni tocha. Unanifinya kwa nini? You don't have any right to do that. We are all equal in the eyes of the Lord. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. Give me death or give me freedom. I am ready to die for this country. I am ready to die for my people. I am ready to die for what the children like.
Jamaa anashikwa kila siku. Anawachiliwa. Anashikwa kila siku.
That's where the police met him and chained him and arrested him in a very, very, very brutal manner. So this was a dramatic kind of protesting whereby he wanted to gain the attention of the nation, which he got. But the question Kenyans are asking is, why did he have to go all that mile to get the attention of the nation? But according to him, he was doing it for the good of Kenyans. Now, Boniface Mwangi on his Twitter platform has said that today he's going to Milimani locals to rescue him, and he's saying, Boniface Mwangi on Twitter, I have spoken to Julius Kamau's lawyer. He says that the police arrested him. They drilled a screwdriver in his ear. What? They drilled a screwdriver in his ear. Hey guys, that is so brutal. That is an abuse of human rights. But we'll be waiting to see today if that is actually true. We'll be waiting to see if it's actually true. We want to see the sky if it's actually true. The statement continues to read, his lawyer told the court about the assault. However, Chief Justice Martha Koome denied him bail. Tomorrow, that is today at 9 a.m., we'll meet at Milimani Law Courts to demand the release of Julius Kamau. So guys, this is one of the most brutal ways to treat somebody who is protesting. Actually, there's a video that has surfaced from so many years ago when William Ruto was claiming that you cannot arrest people for demonstrating. So that time, William Ruto was not the president, neither was he the deputy. I think he was the Eldoret North Member of Parliament, and he was speaking to Mwai Kibaki's regime after they lost. Remember, he was in ODM, the Pentagon, and they lost the elections in 2007. And it's after that he was on an interview on Citizen TV, and he claimed that you can't arrest people for protesting. Okay, so we're waiting to see how this will go tomorrow. Whether Julius Kamau will be released or whether he will be remanded, or which charges will be preferred against him now that he was just protesting. But Kenya being Kenya, he might even be charged with something like unlawful assembly that I've seen so many people who are arrested for protesting charged with. And we saw the release of those 70 something or people who were demonstrating in Nairobi. they were released unconditionally. I don't know why Julius is still being held up in police custody, despite the fact that the rest of the people who were demonstrating the previous day were actually released from police custody. So it's something that we'll closely follow up for you guys, and leave a comment down below, because Julius was just advocating for the rising cost of living, just like any other protesters. He was just advocating for rights. He was just advocating for the lowering of cost of living, lowering of the taxes, making life bearable for Kenyans who they now find it's unbearable to them because of the high cost of living. And this is a worthy cause, actually, if you may ask me, because he just wants to ensure that Kenyans actually are able to afford the cost of living, especially the people who are weak in society, people who don't have the financial capacity or the financial muscle. The financial capacity or the financial muscle to be able to afford expensive things in the country. Guys, do you think that this country actually went down the drains because of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga? Because that has been the narrative of the current regime, that the people who borrowed the money, the people who wasted the billions are not the current regime, but the previous regime that was there. And those are the people who actually made the lives unbearable for Kenyans by wasting it, okay? By wasting the money, by borrowing too much. And I've actually seen somebody like Umtata claiming to say that Kenya never borrowed to finance the SGR loan. It was actually funded by Kenyans, but now we are paying for something that we actually never funded. I'll actually do a story on that. So guys, do you think that the protesters are actually taking the government too fast, or they should give the government some amnesty period? I was seeing Mr. Professor Mutahi Ngunyi saying that we should actually give the president some time. Then after that, we can be able to blame him if he does not deliver. We should give him like an year or something. And then if he does not deliver after that year, then we can be able to come and attack him, or to come and hold him to account. But now you see, people are still holding the president. People are still holding the president to account, even though he is even less than 1 year old in office. Okay, he's even less than 1 year in office. Do you think it's fair to hold somebody who's less than 1 year in office to account, or is it that Ruto was so abrupt with the changes and was so hell-bent on changing Kenya that he forgot to take Kenyans through this process of change, and he just took it upon himself like a personal he abdicated the personal responsibility to change this country as fast as possible, and Kenyans can't cope with the speed? Yeah, because I want to believe the government has the best interest of Kenyans. However, Kenyans nowadays don't believe that. They believe the government is out here to terrorize them, is out here to make them poor, is out here to take money and things like that. But it's about time, guys. For instance, now I'm seeing there's so much maize on the Galana Kulalu irrigation scheme. Over 500 acres of maize, and so many farmers have planted maize. So we are hopeful that the price of unga will come down eventually, very, very fast actually, because there's enough maize in the farm, and definitely price will come down. Also, the government has made a deal with Saudi Arabia about oil, to see that Kenyans benefit from the global drop in the price of fuel. So we are waiting to see if the government will reduce the price of fuel. Remember, even the Finance Act is still in court, and the court suspended its implementation. However, the government is still imposing the 16% tax on fuel products. So you wonder, where will Kenyans get help from if courts can suspend the act, but it is still being implemented? Why does it? Why is it the government waiting? But I know they don't want to lose the revenue. Our loans are due. I mean, it's a whole hell of a problem. We have bills to pay. We have MDAs who require money, parastatals who require capitation and things like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been your guy, Lejakishoro. See you in the next video. Adios.
Address the problem of poverty, and that's the problem of our time. As I have said here, poverty is more than day slavery. It's not that we cannot address the issue of poverty, we can address it. Done.
Labda tu nikuulize sababu yako kujifunga na mnyororo labda ukiinua kidogo tuone mbona umejifunga na mnyororo, tatizo ni gani?
Niko na tatizo ni that there's nobody who's speaking about what is happening in our country, and I think we need a radical change in this country. Tunataka radical change. Hatutaki change imeletwa na wanasiasa. They are only lying to us. They are the same side of a coin, or the, as they say. Sindio? Hata kama tulichagua wale wengine ingekuwa the same things we are going through. Tungekuwa tunapitia hao mambo. Kwa sababu shida ni tumekataa kufungua macho yetu, tujue historia yetu, na historia yetu ndio itatuweka huru. Tunafuata historia ya wazungu, tunafuata uongo, na hatutaki kuquestion the government. In fact, politicians get away with anything. They get away with murder, they get away with corruption, they get away with theft, embezzlement of people's whatever resources. Another thing, our resources are not in our control. Unaweza niambia aje ati leo tunanunua a packet of a kilo of sugar at 240 shillings, a packet of maize flour at 240 shillings a kilo, yet we are farmers. Nilifundishwa nikiwa mtoto mdogo na sasa niko mtu mkubwa na uwezi nidanganya. Agriculture is the backbone of this country's economy. Na kama agriculture we are farmers, why should we buy a packet of flour shilingi 240? It is because of corruption. I know why I'm poor. I'm not poor because I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm hardworking. Kenyans are hardworking, industrious. But we are poor because of corruption. We are poor because of the system that looks down on us. That is why we see police are trying to believe that the poor people are the enemies. We are not the enemies. The enemies are the corrupt leaders. Be it the king, the president, whoever is in power, and they are corrupt. This is the debate that we must have. This is the debate that should set forth from this time, and we should continue with it, and let it be on everybody's lips, on everyone's lips. Hii debate ndio itatufree na tuweze kujua ati tunasafa, tunakufa kama wanyama katika nchi yetu kwa sababu tumefinyiliwa. Hakuna mahali Mungu amesema watu wafinyiliwe. Watu wanafaa. The government is there to serve the people, not to oppress them, not to kill them, not to beat them, not to intimidate them, not to make them live in fear. No, the government should be there to serve the people. That's what I'm saying. What these people should do is that they should resign. Let them resign. This is the time we must speak with one voice. You are people of Kenya. I know it's hard. I know people will not come around this, but it's time for us to change our minds. I believe that the time has come for Africa. Africa has suffered for so long. We have suffered for so long. Our people are dying. Our generation is dying. Where are my people? I'm not afraid. I am not fearing any man. I'm not worried about anything. I just want to do God's will. And yes, He has taken me over to the mountains, and He has surrounded me through cover. And I have seen the promised land, and I'm certain that we, as a people, will get to the promised land. I am ready to die for the truth. I am ready to die for what is true and right. I am ready to die for justice, because justice is indivisible. Injustice anywhere is a threat. Sina kifunguo, sina kifunguo. Dangerous in what way? People are suffering, people are dying. How are you addressing this? How is the government addressing this? People are dying. Watu wanakufa kwa sababu the governments have become so inefficient. Kwa nini? I mean, kwa nini tukue hivi? Who bewitched Africa? Who bewitched this nation? Nani alituroga? Ati viongozi wetu wao wanakaa msalaha huko. watu wanaumia, issue has never been addressed. For 6 years, we must not be afraid. My people fear destroy life. Fear is to destroy. Kuoga is to destroy. Kuoga ndio inatuweka wakubwa katika nchi yetu. Kuoga na ukabila ndio inatuweka sisi wakubwa. Tunalala hivi kwa sababu hatuna makao. Tunajaa, hatuna chakula. Tumechoka na hatuwezi moja tena. Tunaisha wapi? And I'm telling the people of Kenya, whoever clears this, that the only way out for this country is a revolution. A revolution of the mind, a revolution of ideas, a revolution of values. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at, to question the fairness and justice of many of our past and present policies. A true revolution of values will cause us to look at history and the glaring contrast between wealth and poverty, and we shall say with a righteous anger that this is not right, and it is not right at all. That 60 years, my people, affected the so-called independence. Majority of our people are left to languish in our own island of poverty, in the midst of a sea of material affluence and prosperity. 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people are haranged by a corroding sense of fear and a nagging sense of nobodiness. Almost 60 years after the so-called independence, majority of our people are addressed, homeless, and we are getting hopeless every day. Many are jobless. Now it's time to free this country from neo-colonialism. Nothing changed in 1963. The only thing that changed is the color of the skin, but you are still slaves. Africa has never been free. Africa has never ruled herself. The black man has never been in control of anything. The Africa of today is too mercilessly and cruelly exploited by foreign powers at the behest of our leaders. Our leaders are mere puppets and stooges of the West. They do not see. You don't have the right to do that. Yes, Lord, I'm not afraid. I am not being dead or give me freedom. I am this country. I am ready to die for my people. I am ready to die for what is true and right. They betrayed our freedom. They stole our freedom.
So guys, that was a man who was locked himself on the Ifa Road and police came to take him away.